Well, this thing ought to be able to handle a wheelie now and land and not break anything. So what I've done is got the Van Steel Chrome Moly tubular control arms, uppers and lowers. Also, this is a aftermarket Shark Bite spreader bar that allows it to have a little bit more support between the upper control arms. And even though it was an extra 20 pounds, went ahead and went with the sway bar. And it is a thick ass sway bar. I mean, look at that thing. It's like an inch and a half, or an inch and an eighth or so, and it's chrome moly. And yeah, that when I hit the curb, that was all spread apart. I had to weld it all back together again, weld this area here, weld the pockets where the spring goes. Oh my gosh, I did so much work. But anyway, we're going to have a lot of support here now. We got the regular frame, chrome moly the sway bar, and the spreader bar. Also adds benefit because it holds up my fan a little better. When I took out the OEM sway bar to save 16 pounds, it was a pain in the ass to keep that fan shroud together. But anyway, I'm a happy camper. I think I may be okay with the leaky piston that I thought I had on my caliper. I went in the car and smashed my foot on the brake about 15 times really, really hard, and did not get a drop of fluid coming out. So I think it was left over from when I pulled the the caliper off of the rotor. It, they have springs in the pistons, so it collapsed before I was able to get a chunk of wood in there to hold them. And one of the pistons went sideways, and it leaked at that moment. So I went ahead and bled it, and I was about that low, so I filled it up. That hopefully got rid of any air pockets. We may do an overnight bleed, or not an overnight bleed, but a vacuum bleed. Or actually do it overnight so I get rid of any debris, and then put in fresh with a vacuum pump. Now I got to get the power steering pump.